Hi, my name is Ramsey Womack, the immediate past president of the Houston CPA Society. I'm going to have to admit, it feels a little weird right now to be sitting here in my study at my house talking to you days before the event into a camera. Just like I'm sure it's going to feel very weird come the day of the event when I'm seeing myself on the screen. But much like many of you in your personal lives and your businesses have been working very hard to transition things that you normally did in person to a virtual environment, the staff at the Houston CPA Society has been working very hard to transition the many events we do to a virtual environment. And I'd like to give them many thanks for the great job they've been doing in those endeavors.
Welcome, Houston CPAs and friends. Oh, but if you had only seen the plans in our heads when my committee started planning the gala a year ago to celebrate my good friend, Roger Burke's. Cocktail attire, a rocking band, delicious food, free-flowing drinks, and dancing. While we can't do that this year, we can still gather virtually as friends and peers to celebrate a lifetime of personal and professional achievements of one man, while giving back to our profession by providing scholarships to future CPA stars. We may not be celebrating as planned, but we have made the best out of an extraordinary and highly unusual year that is 2020.
Please welcome to the stage your host for this evening, David McKenzie.
What is up, everybody? We are live. We are live. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 14th Annual Scholarship Extravaganza. So thank you for taking the time out of your evening to support the TXCPA Houston Foundation. Now, this annual event provides an opportunity to raise financial aid for a scholarship program for local accounting college students and educational programs to underfunded pre-K through 12 schools. Now, with our current times, it is more important than ever in supporting our accounting students and our youth educational programs. We are overcoming our own challenges this year, of course, by hosting this event virtually. But just because we are virtual doesn't mean you can't be involved. So be sure to have your phone ready. And as donations this evening will be accepted by texting TXCPA to 243-725. That's texting TXCPA to 243-725. Now, additionally, the link you received when you registered for tonight's event will take you right to the virtual action of our online auction, which closes on October 1st. Now, please keep a watch on those items that you are wanting and that you're eyeing on, and be sure to donate. Now, tonight's event is about celebrating the past, present, and future CPA stars in our community, and that is just what we're going to do. So get your beverage ready, pour yourself a glass of wine, sit back, relax, pop the cork, and let's have a great night and watching tonight's program. So this event would not be possible without the support of our amazing sponsors. So let's take a moment to recognize them and see who they are. So to our magna cum laude level sponsors, we have EY, RSM, Carol and John Worley, and the KPMG Foundation. To our cum laude level of sponsors, we have Briggs and Veselka, Deloitte, John England and Paul Harek, Fitz Roberts Colcourse, and Frierson, Sola, Simonton, and Kutak. Goodman Financial, KPMG, Reed and Janet Wood, and WG Consulting. And we'd also like to highlight and thank our Chancellor's list of sponsors tonight. It would not be possible without you. And to our Dean's list of sponsors tonight as well, too. We truly do appreciate your support. And thank you to our program supporter as well. Now, thank you again for your generous contributions, which have allowed tonight's event to be possible. Raising the funds to support our CPA stars is a very big part of tonight's event. So each year, TXCPA Houston awards scholarships to eligible fifth-year accounting students, which is awesome, and employers in the Houston areas, including CPA firms, have a growing need to hire new accountant graduates. Now, however, rising cost of attending college combined with the need for an extra school year to complete CPA exam requirements have caused hardships to many deserving students. These scholarships have alleviated some of these challenges and improved the quality of future graduates. So encourage them to take an active role in serving our profession and the community. The selection process for receiving one of these coveted scholarships is quite the process. There are various categories that an applicant must meet in order to be considered for a good candidate for the program. I would like to introduce to you Kelly Hunter to explain further.
Good evening, and let me add my welcome to each and every one of you on behalf of all of our members, Board of Directors, Executive Committee, staff, and volunteers. I'm Kelly Hunter, the President-elect of TXCPA Houston, and I'm also the co-chair, along with Susan Sample, of the Accounting Scholarship Committee. I wanted to tell you a little bit more about how the scholarship funds raised at this event are awarded to scholarship recipients. We currently award scholarships to 9 local universities within our 13-county membership area in alphabetical order, so we show no preference: Houston Baptist University, Prairie View A&M, Rice, St. Thomas, Sam Houston State, Texas Southern, University of Houston Clear Lake, University of Houston Downtown, University of Houston Maine. For each selected applicant at these universities, we offer a $3,500 scholarship to assist with the 5th year of accounting education required to be eligible to sit for the CPA exam. We also award scholarships to Houston Community College and Lone Star College students. For those students, we offer a $500 scholarship to assist with obtaining the additional hours for the CPA exam. We most certainly could not award these funds without your support and our many sponsors. Again, thanks very much for your contributions to helping accounting students obtain the necessary education to graduate and be eligible to sit and pass the CPA exam. And the process begins by students submitting their application for their scholarship to their universities once they've determined they meet the requirements, obtaining faculty recommendation letters, obtaining transcripts so that the committee can verify GPA as well as number of accounting errors, and a personal statement. And then the university submits those applications to TXCPA Houston. Once received from all universities, the committee schedules a meeting to go over each application in detail with the full committee to determine to award the scholarship or not. This meeting is very interactive and has great participation by all committee members who are genuinely interested in awarding the funds to further the education and career goals of the applicants. The decision is then made at this meeting to award the scholarship, and account is taken for each university to ensure that we have adequate coverage. Each award recipient is then notified of the award via a letter and certificate. In addition, in most years, the university have an award ceremony in which all scholarships and awards are handed out, and TXCPA Houston sends a representative from the Accounting Scholarship Committee to each university to attend and hand out the award on behalf of the society. Thanks to your generosity, we are able to award these scholarships that are for many the only way that they are able to complete their education. We receive numerous thank you letters and messages from the recipients, and in fact, we even have former scholarship recipient winners on the committee. Again, thank you very much for your support to accounting education and allowing us to provide those scholarships funds to our future CPAs. That's it for me. Please enjoy the rest of the evening, and please check out the silent auction. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kelly. And it is with your financial support that this scholarship program is made possible. As Kelly said, if it was not for these scholarships, there are students that would not be able to afford the opportunity to finish their accounting programs. This is very serious. Your donations this evening are making a direct impact on the success of our future CPA stars. Now, let's hear from some of the scholarship recipients and hear what they've been up to and how a scholarship has impacted their life.
Hi everyone, this is Michelle here, and thanks to my scholarship, I was able to get my master's in accounting at Rice University and qualify to sit for the CPA exam. I've now passed all 4 parts of the CPA, thank goodness, and I work as an auditor at a Big 4 public accounting firm. Thanks again to the Houston CPA Society for helping me achieve my goals.
Hello everyone, my name is Andrew Jaimes and I am a Houston, Texas CPA scholarship recipient. And thanks to this scholarship, I am able to continue my studies at the University of Houston working on my Master of Science and Accountancy degree. As a first-generation college student, I wasn't entirely sure how I was able to fund my tuition at graduate school, but now I can confidently say after getting this scholarship, I will be able to graduate this May with my master's degree. Additionally, I will be able to become CPA eligible at the end of this semester, so I can take my first section of the CPA exam this January. And I want to thank everyone at Houston, Texas CPA for making my dream of becoming a CPA possible. Thank you all so much.
my name is Rebecca Barganer. Thanks to your scholarship, I was able to lessen the financial burden on my family of paying for my wonderful education at Houston Baptist University. I was even able to take extra classes to meet the education requirements for the CPA exam, and now I'm set to graduate in December with my degree and full 150 hours. Thank you so much for all of your help. Me and my family really appreciate it.
Hello everyone, my name is Alondra Romano, and I currently attend the University of Houston. This semester, I was selected as one of the recipients for one of the Texas CPA Society's scholarships. I wanted to express my gratitude to each and every single individual who has contributed to the scholarship program. With your help, I will be able to graduate on time and will be CPA eligible by May of 2021. Once again, thank you so much for your contributions. I hope you and your loved ones stay safe and healthy.
Hello, my name is Emmanuel Ubana, and I'm currently pursuing a master's in accountancy at the University of Houston. I am also a recipient of the Texas CPA Scholarship. We all know being in the master's program is expensive, and having worked multiple jobs and also being in school, we all know it can be very tedious. So this scholarship will not only help with my tuition, but also puts me in place to get my CPA license. I know there were a lot of applications received, but I was lucky enough to get the award. So I would like to extend my gratitude to everyone involved in this process, and just to say a big thank you, because this will also keep me enrolled in school for the next semesters. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Maldini and I am a master's student at the University of Houston and a proud TXCPA Houston Society Scholarship recipient. As we all know, the cost of higher education is on the rise, and especially this year with the COVID situation, I've had to make some personal expenditures which have made financing my degree a lot tougher. This scholarship goes a long way in helping me complete my master's and kickstarts my journey as a CPA. I'm incredibly grateful to the organization for all it does for its students.
My name is Priya Nisgoda, and I want to thank TXCPA Houston for awarding me the scholarship. It has allowed me to continue my education at Rice University in the Master of Accounting program, where upon graduation, I will be eligible to sit for the CPA exam. I'm excited to continue learning and begin my journey towards becoming an accountant. And thank you, TXCPA Houston, again for all of your help in this, and I'm so grateful for the scholarship.
Hi, my name is Nicholas Mangera-Duque, and I wanted to thank the Texas CPA Houston Society for the scholarship. It has allowed me to further my studies and lower my financial burden, and with it I hope to graduate in May and then sit for my CPA exams and start working full-time for KPMG, who offered me a full-time position in the fall of next year. So thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Amanda Bobeck, and I received your scholarship in 2007. The scholarship I received helped me finish school, my last year of school, to earn my bachelor's degree in accounting, and your generosity helped me immensely. After I finished school, I was able to continue my career and growth in accounting, starting as an audit staff associate at Briggs & Veselka, a firm that I was introduced to through the Houston CPA Society, through the Student Auxiliary, and a firm that I'm glad to say I still currently work at. After a very long journey, I proudly became a CPA in 2013, and it was seeing the leadership at Briggs & Veselka, as well as the members of Houston CPA Society, that helped me stay focused and motivated to earn my CPA certificate. I enjoy sharing my story with others, and I'm thrilled and humbled that the scholarship I received is a part of that. And I'm very happy to say that since becoming a CPA, I am now a current active member of TXCPA Houston. And even more important, I am a member of the Scholarship Gala Committee. I definitely feel I have come full circle, and now I have the opportunity to give back to students just like me. Thank you again for your generosity.
Hi, I'm Emily Wong, and I'm a Houston CPA Society Scholarship recipient. I'm honored and grateful to be a recipient. The scholarship has allowed me to continue my studies at the University of Houston. I'll be graduating in the spring with my master's and then sitting for the CPA exam. Once again, thank you for the scholarship. The support from your organization allows me to continue learning and to achieve my goals.
So exciting. Thank you so much for sharing, you guys, and we're so proud of you all. Now, we want to continue to support students tonight, and we can only do that with your support. So let's chat about where your donations are going to when you give to that scholarship program. We have our silent auction items, and also we have simply text TXCPA to 243725. And we are here tonight to support the best and brightest future CPA employees. So to start off, we have right now a $20,000 gift this evening. We absolutely ensure that it is a reality. So did you know, fun fact, that over 400 students have received financial assistance through the scholarship program? Yeah, that is over $1.3 million in educational funding for our future CPAs. Now, on to our $10,000 gift. A $10,000 gift would allow 3 accounting students the opportunity to complete their final year of schooling without a financial burden. Okay, and what an awesome opportunity to guarantee that there will be 3 future accounting professionals in the Houston area. So to reiterate that, a $10,000 gift is investing into the future of these students. Now, our fundraising goal this evening for the Scholarship Fund is to raise 30 scholarships of $3,500 each to be given to qualified college or university students. So think with me here. Can you imagine a $3,500 donation this evening helps an accounting student become CPA eligible? So with this donation, you will be investing to the college and education of this student. Thank you so much for your donation this evening, and they are definitely much appreciated. Now, it is our past and present CPA stars which paved the way for our future, which is why it is equally important that we celebrate this evening by recognizing a truly deserving individual as a 2020 honoree. As in customary years past, fellow colleagues are encouraged to share their stories and feelings about why this year's honoree is a true star. Since we were unable to do that in person this year, we have created virtual tribute instead. So why don't we roll that now?
One of the tasks of the president when he comes on and starts this year is to nominate an honoree for the Scholarship Extravaganza. The name that first came to mind for me was Roger Burks. I first met Roger serving together on the Houston CPA Society Board of Directors. I further got to know Roger a lot better when I went to work with him at WG Consulting. In working with him at the first few engagements, one of the things that struck me about Roger was just the raw passion that he has. Passion for many things. If you know Roger, you know all his Rogerisms, faith, family, friends. He has a passion for family, he has a passion for faith, he has a passion for his friends. He also has a great passion for the CPA profession. This really came to light with me when, during my president year, there were many hard decisions and challenges to tackle. It was great to have Roger as a mentor back in the office to where I can sit there and bounce ideas off of. When bouncing these ideas off of him, it really came to light how much of a passion Roger has for the CPA profession. Not necessarily for him, not for his business, but just for the CPA profession itself. And that's why when it came time to nominate an honoree for the Scholarship Gala, it was an easy choice for me to nominate Roger Burks. Thank you for all you do, Roger.
Good evening. I'm Christy Andrachuk, a friend of Roger Burks, and I've been asked to say a few words about our honoree. I am the CFO, CEO of TXCPA Houston, and I met Roger when we both served on the TXCPA Houston Board of Directors. I personally want to thank you for attending our virtual Scholarship Extravaganza event tonight. This is not how we intended to honor Roger tonight. We wanted to do it in person so everyone could talk about how they knew Roger, his anecdotes, and how he's impacted their own life. But 2020 has shown us that we couldn't do this. Things do not go as planned, and we have pivoted. So instead, you will hear from a few close friends, peers, colleagues of Roger, talking about how he has impacted the accounting profession and their own life.
Hello, my name is Brian Baumler. I'm the Energy Practice Leader for PCAP Texas. Wanted to share a few things I know about Roger. I've known Roger for almost my entire career, dating back to the late 80s. Started my career with Deloitte Haskins Sells and met Roger shortly thereafter when we merged with Touche Ross. Many of the folks at Deloitte were clearly deemed to be a little more conservative, and as a young professional, I quickly became attracted to Roger. A little more edgy, aggressiveness, and also his confidence. Even back in the early years of his career, he was clearly a thought leader, heavily involved in the energy space. It was instrumental in growing the energy practice over at Deloitte, and where he eventually became a partner. He was one of the few I respected while I was at Deloitte. Continued to grow and learn on the engagements that I worked on with him, and continued to grow and prosper in the profession as a CPA. To this day, I value Roger's perspectives on things both personally and professionally. He continues to serve clients for now over 35 years in a variety of capacities. If you wanted me to describe Roger in a few attributes, I think those who know Roger would say he clearly puts others first. He's a friend and advisor to many, believes in investing in others in support of both the energy industry and also the CPA profession. Very giving of his time, not expecting really anything in return, and really classify him as a pay it forward type of person. Insightful, very aware of what's going on around us, very in tune with the city, the economy, the energy industry in particular, and also the world globally. High degree of integrity, and has a real entrepreneurial spirit and understanding of how business fits within business. Really cuts to the chase in a lot of different measures, and one of his many quotes he uses is always be ready to transact, which basically means always wear your A game hat. Roger's had a number of accomplishments in his career. Clearly became a partner at Deloitte, took advantage of the opportunity from the Enron demise and SOX compliance, created Serious Solutions. He took a private company public, and later on created WG Consulting, where he is the managing partner today. Highly regarded in the energy industry as well. Clearly a thought leader. It's always floored me and really been amazing how many times we've had conversations of things that have happened well in advance of when they actually occurred. And again, just a highly regarded professional in the community.
What I have seen since I met Roger a few years ago is that he is not shy. He's not afraid to stand up and speak for what he feels is right. He follows very simple but effective philosophies, also known as Rogerisms. And honestly, when you need someone to give you the facts of life, he's the one to go to. At least that's what I have found. I know I've had some problems and all that, and I would go to him, and even though it's maybe not what I want to hear, it's what I need to hear. My favorite Rogerism, and I believe it's a favorite of a lot of people, is faith, family, friends, fun, firm, in that order. It's simple, but effective. And in 2020, I believe we can all agree that this philosophy will hit home. It's what we should be striving to do. It's what we should have been striving to do before 2020. Our faith, our family, our friends, top 3 priorities. Fun, firm, finishes out the top 5. I've enjoyed my conversations with Roger, and where he speaks of his bride, his family, and his faith. The joy one sees tells you how important these are to him. We have had interesting conversations about what's going on in the world. He is not shy, for sure, and I'm always amazed on what I come away learning. Thank you, Roger, for your service to the accounting profession, to TXCPA Houston, sharing your insights with all those who you come across to, and giving it to me straight when I needed it. It has been my honor to tell you about Roger from my perspective. I hope you enjoy this evening. Please remember to check out the silent auction. Donate what you can to the Accounting Scholarship Fund and CPAs Helping Schools. Have a great evening. Thank you for attending. And once again, thank you, Roger, for everything you do for all of us.
Okay, with all these great attributes that Roger has, what has he really been doing for the chapter. Well, he's been active in the chapter for a number of years and also supports a number of members of his management team at WG Consulting to be very active. Ramsey Womack was a former president of the Houston chapter of CPAs. And of course, Tracy Tyler heads up and participates in a variety of the committees and has worked very closely with me, actually on the Energy Committee. Roger was the Energy Committee chair for a number of years, beginning in 2005, and then up until 2012, 2013 or so, he handed over to me. But in the meantime, what he was doing really was trying to re-energize the Houston chapter of CPA's Energy Conference, really starting it from scratch. It was considered a real small venue in the beginning, but eventually grew to around 200 people in attendance. He always believed that the root of the oil and gas accounting profession was being lost and needed to continue to grow through education. So he reached out to the Houston chapter really to do that. One of the reasons he felt it was being lost is just that the industry was continuing to gray. He referred to the drill bit to the burn tip understanding of how money was being made in oil and gas and how the profession was responding to it. And the framework that Roger put together for the conference is the same one that we're currently using today. It's really considered a family reunion of both not only the profession but also the energy industry. Roger turned over his chair position to me in around 2013, and with his continued input and support, which really continues to this day, we continue to grow that conference to in excess of 350 people. Eventually had to move our event to the Hilton Americas. We outgrew the facilities we were at, just to provide a better experience for the attendees. His contributions included input on a variety of topics to present on, and also access to relationships with highly regarded speakers, as well as being a sponsor for just about every year of the conference, as well as being an underwriting sponsor for a number of years. He also sponsors a variety of other conferences for the chapter. Roger has also presented on a variety of topics in various conferences throughout the years that he's been involved. Lastly, Roger held positions on the board for the Texas Society of CPAs, as well as the Houston chapter. Roger, I just wanted you to know I really appreciate everything you've done for me, everything that you've done for the Houston chapter of CPAs, the CPA profession, as well as the energy industry. This truly is a well-deserved and earned recognition of your contribution to the profession.
Let me tell you some things about Roger Burks. I've known the big dog for almost 15 years as a competitor, a peer, a coworker, and a great friend. Personally, I feel blessed to know such a big-hearted, exceptionally bright, ever-loyal, hardworking, and entertaining friend. Roger grew up in Macon, Missouri. He received his accounting degree from Northeast Missouri State, which is now Truman State, while also playing starting catcher on their baseball team. He went on to work for Touche Ross, which is now Deloitte, after graduation and moved to Houston, Texas with the firm as fast as he could get here. He served over 20 years there, ultimately to become not only an audit partner at Deloitte, but partner in charge of the energy practice and global strategic clients. He then spent 16 years as a senior executive in the energy industry and started 2 management consulting firms, including WG Consulting. Roger founded WG in January 2012 and continues to serve as its executive managing director and CEO. Additionally, he serves on the boards of STR Marketplace, Palmetto Clean Technology, the Business Ethics Forum, and is on the advisory board for the National Association of Corporate Directors, Texas Tri-City Chapter. He also is recognized as a National Association of Corporate Directors Board Fellow. Roger's Catholic faith serves him in his professional and his personal life. He refers to his bride, Sherilyn, as his Mary. He loves her and his 3 children, their spouses, and his 7 grandchildren dearly. As many of us have heard Roger say, he is here to serve. Do the right thing the right way every day, and faith, family, friends, fun, firm, in that order. And just earlier today, my friend told me, this event is not for me. It's for the profession. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Roger Burks.
I'd like to thank the Houston chapter of CPA, is now known as the Texas Society of CPA Houston chapter. I accept this recognition humbly. There's so many people that serve the Houston area CPAs. And first, I'd like to say what a certified public accounting is. Certified public accountant is. We're certified to serve the public, and we're certified as accountants. And the older you get, the more you realize that that is important. I respect the profession more than anything, and all you guys are the best of the best of the best. My bride and I got here, my bride of 39 years now, got here in 1982 from Missouri, and went to work at Touche Ross, and became Deloitte & Touche. I had so many friends, because I only met them through work, that I got to be there. I remember being in a society with Nancy Rutledge. I've become dear friends with so many people in the profession. And yes, at times I have a tendency to be too blunt. I'm sorry for that. I don't have enemies. I care about everybody. And I care deeply about doing the right thing the right way every day. And I live by my faith, my family, my friends. Now at 60, which I'm in my fourth quarter, hopefully fifth quarter, or third and five, I don't know, is that I have 3 great children who have been married. They all live in the Houston area. We have 7 grandchildren. My bride is my Mary, and we're here to serve others. And I've watched all the great people come up, and I got to learn from the best of the best. And some names that stick out is my dear friends Larry Baldwin of Deloitte, Kevin Sidlick, a young man, John England, God bless Gary Duke, God bless his soul, Larry Jones, God bless his soul. Got to know Reed Wood from my friends from Anderson days. I got to learn from the Julianne Jennings. I got to learn from the Christiane Dracos. I got to learn from Nancy Rutledge. I've gotten to learn from Sheila Enrique from Briggs of Aselka, who is such a nice person. Brian Baumler. There's so many. I spent some time in the profession, at the society when we were younger, and then as Deloitte got bigger, we spent more of our time. I got re-involved again later on. And the vigor and the focus on the city and the delivery of serving others is all it's about. So this award is a nice recognition, but it's about all of us. It's a nice thing. And this year, I think at the beginning, I said it's about local, it's about authentic, and it's about genuine, and about simplicity. And tonight as we gather, we need to think about what we've been through and what we're going to go through, and how many people need to be served. Everyone needs a smile. Everyone needs love, which is justice and mercy. And tonight as we gather, and I think it's a gathering to support the young students going to be becoming certified public accountants. I think it's time for all of us to say thank you to all that came before us. Thank you to all the people, the Carols, the new leader, Mark Allen, the young people going into the profession, and our society and the city that we all have grown up in, and the area, that we got to help each other serve with integrity, discipline, and doing the right thing the right way every day. And let's respect each other. Let's hold each other accountable as friends, as mentors, as proteges, and everything else. Because we're all in this together, one person, one client, one day at a time, making sure we return every phone call. We treat everybody the way we want to be treated. We don't take ourselves seriously, but we take what we do seriously. And we go through life knowing that every day is a blessing, that the past is history, the future is a mystery, and he lives in the moment. That's why we call it present. So we're taping this early so they could edit me, which I don't blame them, but I think they won't much. But the fact of the matter, on this day, September 23rd, 2020, I'm humbled to receive it. There are many, many people that deserve it, and there are many people that no one sees. But a hand up, a smile from anyone, you don't know what it can do with the rest of their life. So let's all be kind. Let's all care. Let's never compromise our values to the profession and to our clients we serve and to our people we serve with. And the one thing I did like, many, many things, I never forget being at Deloitte & Touche, that we said consistently exceed the expectation of our people and our clients because they were equal. We serve people. We are a service firm, but we have been entrusted with respect to serve the public as a whole. And God bless all of you, and God bless my wife, my family, and all of you, and thank you again for this honor. And let's do as much as we can to support each other.
Thank you so much, Roger, for your dedication and support for the local accounting profession and the business community as well. You can be made, of course, through our silent auctions, along by texting TXCPA to 243-725 and selecting the Make a Donation button. We celebrated tonight so far the stars of the past and the present, but now I think it's time for us to recognize and celebrate the stars of the future. So right now, if you're watching, please give us your undivided attention for a quick moment while we share with you a very special treat from one of our schools for TXCPA Houston. You gotta love that, man. You gotta love it. In support of the CPA stars of our future. You gotta love that, man. You gotta love it. In support of the CPA stars of our future, dollars raised this evening will go directly towards the continued support of our CPAs Helping Schools initiative. And this program provides grants to underfunded pre-K through 12 schools for educational programs and equipment. So, fun fact here, since 2002, CPAs Helping Schools has reviewed over 600 grant applications, awarding funding in excess of $550,000 to over 200 schools. Okay, so you can participate tonight helping raise those funds for our K through 12 CPAs Helping Schools. Simply just text TXCPA to 243-725 and select the Make a Donation button. Now, in addition to providing education basics for at-risk youth, the financial support of CPAs Helping Schools continues to establish initiatives including math, technology, literacy programs, fund library improvements, science materials, resources for after-school programs, fine art programs, and health awareness, you name it. To put your dollars into perspective right now, a $5,000 gift provides the funds to furnish a school with a 3D printer. Keeping our youth up on the ever-changing world of the technology is so important to the jobs of the future. Wouldn't you agree with that? Now, on to a $1,000 gift this evening would buy a laptop for a computer lab. Now, in our current times, computers have become even more important than ever. So with so many virtual and remote learning curriculums, online educational platforms are no longer an option. People, it's a necessity. So to reiterate that, a $1,000 gift is not only investing into the kid and to the youth, but the technology and continuing to keep them cutting edge and innovative. On to our $500 gift. That will provide a school with library, books, and research materials, ensuring children have exposure to the knowledge and power of a book is truly the ultimate gift. No matter your level of giving this evening, your contributions are celebrated and appreciated. So a $500 gift just reiterates and invests and says that knowledge is power, and you guys can be a part of that. So I'm blown away right now with all these donations. Thank you guys so much, and you guys, your support tonight. And I thank everybody for your amazing donations and what they're doing coming in tonight. Each and every one of you will make a difference to our present and future CPA stars. Your support ensures that the best and brightest future for our employees. And just like that, our program has already come to a close. Don't forget about our online silent auction this evening, as the bidding is still going strong. This portion of the program does not close, people, until October 1st, so you still have a chance to donate. You still have a chance to give, so make sure you check back often. Though we can't toast to Roger in person and celebrate the amazing things TXCPA is doing for our college and elementary school youth, you can certainly still pour yourself one more celebratory glass, and hang out with us right after the show here on Zoom. We appreciate you embracing the change and joining us virtually, and we do hope to see you all in person next year. On behalf of the Houston TXCPA Foundation, we wish you all good night. God bless.